All right, so we did discuss basics of reporting. Means basically, yes, this is a kind of query that we create in basically on a good UI, good looking UI, instead of writing select this that from this. It's basically UI representation of the query, SQL query. Okay, that we are clear about. Now let's see. There is a class. If you look at your application, there is this class, insurance class. That's where the work objects are, right? The cases. And then the customer information is actually available under this class, right? They both are different tables, right? In actual world, you don't get information, all the information that you need or that you need to present to the business from one table, and you often need to join. That is true for the Pega as well. For example, we are creating this insurance, right, into insurance case. Let's say that the business says that I need to know with the name all the customer who has applied for the insurance case and the status of the case. So I need to know, the business will say that I need to know the case ID. I mean, that is basically the insurance application ID, you can say. The case ID, the date of application, that is when you created that case, and current status of the case, and the name of the customer. This is all fine. If you look at the work object here, you will have the case ID, that is the PYID. Date of application, basically the create date maybe. So this is also part of here, PX create date. If you open any of those case, by the way, you can see PX create date time out of the box property, which is auto exposed in the table. So if you open this UI work page, PX create date time. This is already there. Current status, there is a out of the box property status work. We haven't discussed about status. We will discuss it, but let's say that this is there already in the work table. This is fine too. But what about the name of the customer? How do I get that? We did not store the customer information in this class. We took it from the customer and we saved it there. So you need to join these two tables now. Data is still driven basically in this class only. You are still getting the work information, but along with that, you're getting additional information from a table. So you need to join. When you need to join, you need to find some common link through which you will join. What is the common link from the work table to customer table? Well, they both have the customer ID. The customer ID is available here. See, the same CID is, I mean, we asked the user to enter it or we auto generated. We kept it on the case as well. And this is also available in that table. Maybe we will join based on the CID. And when you join based on the CID from this table, basically, customer table, you can get the first name, last name. That's what we call class join. It's basically join between two tables. We call them class join. See, customer ID, based on the customer ID, you get the first name, last name, whatever you need. I mean, not just the name information, DOB, email. Maybe the user also, the business also wants to have the email ID so that they can send out an email, maybe marketing email, whatever it is. The business needs that. Okay. So this is called class join in Pega. Just like in database, you have left outer join, right outer join, and things like that. This is also permitted here in Pega as well. We have matching, basically strict join, inner join, where you say CID equals to this and you only extract the matching rows. You say left join, that means you get everything from one table and the matching rows from the second table. Right outer join means you get everything from the right table and matching rows from the first table, right? Let's look at Pega and see how we can configure. This is the use case I'm to go ahead with. Okay. So where do I create a report definition? You will join on the report definition. So you need to create the report definition first. Well, This is about the insurance case. I can create the report definition here to customer class, either this table or this, but which is the main context here? The main context is work. We're getting the majority of the data of the work, and we want to know all the work item created for with the customer name. Okay. Your customer table could have a lot of customer, and they all not might not. Okay, let's say that this is for the last 1 month. Now you do not want to create the report definition on the customer table. That will have huge record. You want to create it on the work table and filter the last 1 month cases and then try to join with the customer. That way it will be more efficient. So a lot of things you will have to think about before deciding which class to create the report definition. Because I mean, you even if you create from customer, you can join the work class, or you can join create in the work class, you can join the customer class. But in this example, this is basically this is more of work class report definition, because it is fetching most of the information from work class. And the duration, basically the main filter is that last 1 month. That can be only done in the work class, because that's where the cases are, that's where the create date time of the case is, right? So let's see this huge case. Let's try to learn basically the type of class join and type of class join. So I'm gonna create a new report definition in the work class. Get customer, no, get work status, work or application status list, or get application list. Okay, insurance application. That's fine. Let's create it. So I need to know the case ID, which is available in this class only, and it is PYID. I need to know the date of application, the PX create date time. Okay. I need to know the current status, which is PY status work. Let's say creator who submitted this. So PX create operator name, and I will say submitted by. You can rename this the title, the basically the label on the report when the result is taken out. Then status is done. Then the customer. So this one will work. For now, I'm going to produce the all the cases created in last 1 month. So PX create date time. Now when you have date, Pega provides basically a lot of flexibility for the date. Okay. Um, Click on select values, and you have relative time period. You can have calendar. You can pass that as a parameter. I'm gonna say last 30 days. A lot of options are there. Explore them when you do the exercise. So last 30 days, it is going to give me all the cases created. That precisely is going to be everything that we have in the system, because we have created everything in the last 30 days. This is good. Now I need to add customer detail, which I need to join. Where? How do I join? Go to the data access tab, and that's where you need to specify the class join. Add a class join. Select the class you want to join. B3 data sorry, customer. And then you need to provide a prefix to this. Let's say C, that is for customer. And you need to add the join condition. In the database, you write on, right? And under bracket, well, like A join B on. This is on. So the condition is that basically from this table, that is sorry, not cust ID, CID, I think we have CID of the work table matches C is the prefix. matches the CID of the customer table. Okay, now you have joined it. Which type of join? Include only matching row is inner join. Include all rows in this class, that is the work class, is right outer join. Include all rows from joined class, sorry, include all rows in left, this class is left outer join. Include all rows in joined class is right outer join. Okay. Right now I'm going to use only inner join, basically the matching one. Okay. Now it's joined. If you want to add property, just like in the join table alias, right, in the SQL query, I hope you guys are familiar with the database queries. You need to add c dot first name, c, c dot last name, email to c dot email. Okay, so this is first name, last name, mail ID. Save it. What's wrong? Why the first name cannot be found? What? First name cannot be used as a valid property. Let me check. Where do we have this? Customer B3 application. This is fine. Why can't I use it? Okay, right now I'm going to remove it. That's okay. We will refer that later. Let's say last name and email ID. No. Okay, maybe there is a problem with this prefix, so I will say cust. Let's change that. Sorry, I will add that again. Customer B3 cust and cust dot cid cust dot cid submitted, and here I will use cust last name. Yeah, now it's coming. That was a problem with the prefix. Okay, and then cust first name. Okay, and drag it to arrange it. Good. Save it. Now here the condition on the data access tab is include only matching rows. Run this. You get this many records, okay, where the first name, last name, everything is available. Obviously, we did not created only these 29 cases. We actually have a lot more cases than 29. But because we did inner join for the cases where there is an entry in the customer table, we are getting those only. If you change it to include all the rows in this class, which is left out to join, and then run it again, see, you get a lot more results. 50, 29 matching, and rest who are who which does not match, but we still get them. Okay, see, these are the details where we do not have matching. Still we are getting just like how DB left outer join works, and this is right outer join. So everything from the customer will come, but anyway, every customer record will have, because all those C1, C2, CC, whatever we have used, we have created basically one case for all the customer. That's why it's actually kind of behaving like complete. But even if you did not use any customer detail for a case, that will also appear here. So if I add, you're not adding CID here, right? Let me add CID there as well. Because you have created those cases, those customers only with one of the CIDs, right? And the CID is there in the work class, so you will see that. But if I add a manual customer which doesn't have a case or associated with a case, now this customer does not have any relevant case. Let's run that report again. Sorry, 1 second. Cust 3 should appear actually. Did it get save? Hmm. Oh, sorry. I will have to remove this so that it doesn't filter on top of the join. On top of join, we are filtering with the date, right? On the case that is not available for the customers, it will not appear. See? Okay. Because there was hard filter on the case, and the case, there was no associated case, right? So it was not coming. So see, this is the right outer join. So this is how we create class join, okay? In Pega. It's very simple. You create the report definition on the data access tab. You can join more than one classes as well if you're getting the data from multiple tables. It's just like how in the DB you select a star from XYZ, right? And then you join ABC, then on condition, right? And that's what gets written here as well. And you have the ability to join more than one classes. That's the class join for us, guys. Okay. The next stuff that I have to cover is association, and then after association we will cover basically shortcut and category, which are meant for making this report available to the user on the user portal. So that's something that I'll cover in the next session. We will keep this one for class join only. Thank you.